Welcome to Beers Planning. I am Beer Snob Esquire.
And I am Hoppy Hippo.
And today we're going to be tasting from Tilted Mash their Spree.
Sip N Spree.
Sip N Spree. Sip N Spree, which is a Spree-inspired
Sour thing.
It's a whole lot of S's. That's good alliteration. And as you can see, we have some Sprees here too.
There's no half-assing here at Beer Planning. We bought Sprees.
We do the whole ass. 8% ABV Sip N Spree. We canned this a week ago from them. You want to talk about them?
Okay, so yeah, sure. Tilted Mash is it's a good little local brewery up in Elk Grove. It's over kind of in the back section of Elk Grove, over near the animal shelter, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They make a really nice selection of beers. Their S'more Stout's a favorite of the wife's.
Oh, yes.
The sours tend to be pretty good. The IPAs are also usually pretty good.
They have a good collection, I would say that. They do a pretty good job overall of making decent beers across the board.
They're definitely our favorite brewery, I think, in Elk Grove. That much is true, for sure. So
Yes.
Did you want the can of Spree? You need the Spree? Okay, apparently we're taking photos here, guys. Sorry. Okay, well, great. So this is a sour. We got a sip of it, I think, during the road trip last weekend. So
Yes, we did.
But I do not remember even a little bit what it tastes like. So
No, but by the time we got to Tilted Mash, that was brewery stout number 6.
it was.
So my palate might not have been refined, to say.
I will start off the critique of this particular beer by saying that's really, really pretty. This is a great color.
I agree. I to start off with, yes. I mean, look at the color. It's a wonderful color. It's got great depth. It's cloudy. You don't want it to be too clear. And the pink grapefruit juice color looks great.
It's a little fragrant. It's a little less fragrant than I was expecting from a sour. I don't get a ton, but we all know that my nose is bad.
I'm actually getting a little more sugars and sweetness than I am.
That's what I get, is kind of the sugary flavor. Yeah. I think it's okay though. I'm not expecting like a really fragrant Spree sour smell, to be fair.
Well, and from our sours of the week, we've done a pretty good job of covering kind of the range of usually your more complex sours, not just a straightforward sour, because we're not big fans of those. But we do tend to like the barrel aged sour. This one barrel aged,
This is not barrel aged. No. We got it in a crowd. You really can't get barrel aged in a crowd typically.
I guess that's true. It's a good point. I mean, you put it in a keg, you barrel age it, and then you put it in the keg, and then you go to the crowler. But you're probably right; they didn't want to.
Most people don't do that though. I don't know. I think the flavor's okay. It's kind of light. It's lighter than I was expecting, and the Spree flavor seems to come near the end to me.
I got you there.
Like the front end is very plain, and then kind of the candy flavor with a little bit of sourness comes in sort of in the back end of the flavoring to me. I'm
getting like 4 stages. I'm getting the initial burst of flavor, and then that kind of backs off a little bit. Let me try it again. Backs off a little bit, and you get a little bit of the tartness.
Yeah, there's definitely like levels of flavoring going on where it goes through your palate in very, very different stages, I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, the initial flavor, I don't know, it's got something that's off-putting to me, but then as that fades away and you get into the aftertaste, it really is. It's kind of like coming in waves. It's got I'm not a huge sour guy, but I think it's really good job of balancing the sweetness and the sourness and the fruit.
I think the second stage is probably my favorite stage
of this
particular beer.
I agree with you.
This is no pocket taco, but it's pretty good.
No. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat a pocket taco.
Not everything's a pocket taco.
Not everything is a pocket taco. You gotta enjoy your pocket tacos where you can get them.
I think it's good though. I think I could see it being Spree inspired. I think that's reasonable.
I get it. I don't get enough sweetness to call it Spree, but by the same token, like every Spree tastes different, right? Because you got different flavors. So which Spree are we talking about here? But I don't get enough sweetness to get the Spree out of it, but I do get the depth of flavor that they were going for. I'm wondering, I don't know if they've made this one before, if this is the first iteration, but I'm thinking just a little bit more development in the sugars would really, really add something to this.
I'm thinking 3.75 on Untappd.
I'd probably go 3.5. I mean, it's, because I'm not a big sour guy. And really because the initial flavor, that first taste, there's something in there that I'm just not a big fan of, but the aftertaste I think is actually really, really, really good. I'm not sure. It's a little strange,
yeah.
but
It's fine. I think it's fine.
It's a, you know, if we were rating it on all of our scales, it's a beautiful color and it's got a
It is
good
a great
aroma.
color. The
So,
aroma's
you know,
okay.
it's gonna have some good grades
It's gonna be
there.
low
but-
80s, probably 70.
Yeah, I would say
84,
80
something
between
like that.
between 80 and 84. I'd agree with you there. So
It's good though. So that's our sour of the week.
That's our sour of the week.
So cheers.
cheers, toaster, cheers.